In Act 4, Scene 1 of Hamlet, King Claudius and Queen Gertrude discuss Hamlet's erratic behavior. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are sent to find Hamlet and discover the reason behind his madness. Meanwhile, Queen Gertrude reveals to King Claudius the disturbing events she witnessed, Hamlet's impulsive killing of Polonius. King Claudius recognizes the gravity of the situation and worries about the consequences. He acknowledges that Hamlet's madness poses a threat to everyone and decides that Hamlet must be sent away. The scene ends with Claudius and Gertrude planning to inform their trusted friends about the situation and seeking their counsel. This scene further intensifies the themes of madness and the consequences of Hamlet's actions. The tension within the royal court continues to escalate, leading to a series of tragic events. In Act 4, Scene 2 of Hamlet, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern confront Hamlet about the location of Polonius's body. They demand to know where he has hidden it and urge him to go with them to see the king. Hamlet responds with cryptic and witty remarks, suggesting that he can keep their counsel but not his own. He metaphorically compares himself to a sponge that soaks up the king's countenance and rewards, only to be squeezed dry again when the king needs information. Hamlet's language is full of wordplay and double entendre, making it challenging for Rosencrantz and Guildenstern to fully understand him. Hamlet continues to display his feigned madness and plays with the idea of the king being a thing. Ultimately, he agrees to go with them to see the king, but the exact whereabouts of Polonius's body remain undisclosed. The scene highlights Hamlet's clever manipulation of language and his continued resistance to revealing the truth about Polonius's fate. In Act 4, Scene 3 of Hamlet, King Claudius instructs Rosencrantz and Guildenstern to find Hamlet and bring him before the king. The king is eager to discover the location of Polonius's body, which Hamlet has hidden. When Hamlet appears, he engages in a conversation full of wordplay, revealing his wit and feigned madness. When asked about Polonius, Hamlet provides a cryptic response, claiming that he is at supper. Upon further questioning, he explains that Polonius is eaten by worms, using metaphorical language to describe the natural decay of the body after death. Hamlet continues to display his eccentric behavior, making witty remarks and puns. King Claudius, concerned about Hamlet's unpredictable actions, decides to send him to England for his safety. He hopes that the change of scenery will prevent further harm and also plans to use the opportunity to have Hamlet killed. The scene emphasizes the complexity of Hamlet's character and the political intrigue surrounding the Danish court. In Act 4, Scene 4 of Hamlet, Prince Fortinbras of Norway sends a captain to Denmark to seek King Claudius's permission for his army to march through Danish territory on their way to Poland. Hamlet, Rosencrantz, Guildenstern, and others encounter Fortinbras's captain and inquire about the purpose of the Norwegian army's expedition. The captain explains that the army, led by Fortinbras, is on a mission to reclaim a small and seemingly insignificant piece of land in Poland. Despite its lack of strategic importance or financial value, Fortinbras is determined to go through with the military campaign. Hamlet reflects on this event and contemplates the contrast between Fortinbras's decisive action for honor and revenge and his own indecision and inaction. The scene highlights Hamlet's internal struggle and frustration as he compares himself to Fortinbras and recognizes the need for boldness in the face of adversity. This moment contributes to Hamlet's evolving character and his increasing determination to take action against the wrongs he perceives. In Act 4, Scene 5 of Hamlet, Queen Gertrude, Horatio, and a gentleman discuss Ophelia's disturbed state of mind. Ophelia enters the scene, singing songs that suggest her grief and madness over the death of her father, Polonius. She also delivers flowers with symbolic meanings. Laertes arrives in a state of anger, demanding to know the truth about his father's death. King Claudius tries to calm Laertes, denying any guilt in Polonius's death and expressing sorrow for the tragic events. The scene takes a dramatic turn when Ophelia's madness escalates, and she leaves the scene. Laertes is furious and wants revenge. Claudius, realizing the dangerous situation, tries to appease Laertes, suggesting that they discuss the matter privately. Laertes agrees but expresses his determination for revenge. The scene ends with Claudius and Laertes planning their course of action, setting the stage for the unfolding tragedy. In Act 4, Scene 6 of Hamlet, Horatio receives sailors who bring letters for him. The letters are from Hamlet, who informs Horatio about his capture by pirates while en route to England. Hamlet describes the pirate encounter and reveals that he has turned the situation to his advantage. He instructs Horatio to deliver certain letters to the king and expresses the urgency for Horatio to join him. Hamlet also mentions Rosencrantz and Guildenstern, revealing that they are still en route to England. Hamlet's letters convey a sense of mystery and urgency, setting the stage for further developments in the unfolding plot. The scene ends with Horatio preparing to follow Hamlet's instructions and deliver the letters. In Act 4, Scene 7 of Hamlet, King Claudius and Laertes discuss Hamlet's return to Denmark and the need for caution in dealing with him. Claudius reveals Hamlet's letters, indicating his sudden and unexpected return. Queen Gertrude enters and reports Ophelia's drowning. She describes how Ophelia's flower garlands dragged her down into the water. Laertes is grief-stricken by the news of his sister's death, and Claudius seizes the opportunity to manipulate Laertes into joining his plan for Hamlet's demise. Laertes expresses his desire for revenge against Hamlet for the death of his father, Polonius, and his sister, Ophelia. The king proposes a plan to challenge Hamlet to a fencing match, with a poisoned sword to ensure Hamlet's demise. The scene ends with Claudius and Gertrude deciding to follow Laertes, expressing concern about the potential consequences of Hamlet's return and Laertes' grief-fueled anger. Elsinore crumbles. All will be revealed in the final act of Hamlet. Revenge, death, and a kingdom's fate hang in the balance. Like and subscribe for the Shakespearean Showdown.